Alejandro Alvarez. Hola, bro, ¿cómo estás? Yo bien, ¿y tú? No habla español. Hola, Count Chocula. How you doing, brother? Pokemon Master, what's up? Chocula, I don't know if Chuck is I don't he sends me kind of periodically just like progress shots of the stuff he's been doing. I don't know if he's doing that for you. It's a little different because it's between me and him, and we you know, it's my pencils and stuff, but I don't know if you've seen the stuff he's doing, but it's looking really fucking good, dude. Yeah, he just, you know, because it's my pencils and I'm always curious to see it. He'll just kind of send me occasional screenshot, and the stuff that I've seen, I'm like, oh man, that looks cool. You know, he's really got his textures and stuff down, and he really knows how to refine what I've done and make it interesting. I mean, hopefully, what I've done is not not interesting, but he just takes it to this whole other level. So it's exciting. I'm really excited to see what it looks like when it's done. Yeah, I get you. And then, like I was saying to you, I wanted to make it as good as I could make it, and so because I want you to be happy. I'm not interested in shitting anything out. If you can only hire a good writer. Oh, come on, man. I mean, if your heart's into it and it's your own creation, it can't but be pretty good anyway. Like, if you're really putting your heart into it, it'll work out just fine, man. And I can tell you are. Oh yeah, Chuck, I don't know how long you've been in here. I was just saying that you sent me some progress shots, and it's been looking fantastic. So I was telling him that I think it's going to look great, and I'm excited to see what it's going to look like. Yeah, I knew it. He heard me talking shit. Well, I guess since I don't need to hide it anymore, man, fuck you. Time to let it all out. Yeah, right. I love it finding out people are talking about me and I didn't know about it, but it's all good stuff. It's when they're talking shit, it pisses me off. Oh, if you're talking about the back cover to my book, it's just this guy that I ran into when I was doing some work some years ago for this really small independent company. He lives in the Philippines, I think it is. And I just kind of stayed connected with him because he colored a couple of my things for that little company. And so then I just hit him up eventually later. And it's like, hey, man, feel like doing any coloring for me? He's like, yeah, sure. Feel like he does pretty good. Micron's heathen, right? Yeah, this is a pit pen. Chuck knows. I got a Micron in my other hand, so I got both of them. I picked up this one just today. I did a little supply gathering, and it's this like flexible hard tip. I don't know what it is. It's not like a brush tip, but it's different than the regular tips. I think it's similar-ish to those ones you use, Chuck. Like at least in theory. I'm sure not in quality, but I'm kind of digging it so far. I'm just gonna have to break down and order those pens that you were telling me you're using.
Care is making it easy to stay protected from flu, COVID, and RSV.
I want to make sure I mention Nico said, that looks insane. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, I just need to order those brushes that you're talking about. Kuretake. I've heard of them. You think you've shown them to me. I need to get some. Yeah, I wonder if that, you say that number 7, more like a flexible nib than a brush. Again, I don't know if this focus is enough. I don't know if it's sort of like that. It's not the same as this, like this one here. The difference in those tips. I'm liking this one better.
Sometimes it takes a different approach
Commercials.
to see the possibilities all around you. A compelling universe.
Yeah, I'm thinking that thing you're working on, Chuck, that for Shockula, I think it's going to look good. Like you were saying, if anybody liked what we've been doing, you know, I saw myself penciling it, and I'm just thinking I can leave this way because I sort of know what Chuck might do to it, and I can just trust him to make it look great. And I hope that's not like me slacking off and adding work for you, but because that's not my intention. But I was like, Chuck will know what to do with this. He'll know what to do with the shiny metal. I can just let him figure out the details as he will do it. And so I feel like I'm understanding what you do, and therefore it's going to make everything come together better. Where the hell did I... In fact, I even went to a FedEx today, and just for my own personal enjoyment, printed out a couple things. That's my own shit. But I printed up those 2 pages on full 11 by 17. And I just love how well everything reproduces. Now, I expected that it would, because it reproduced really well at a reduced size. Yeah, and Chuck, I was watching your time lapse on this one today, and it's always fun to see how you kind of work things around and the steps that you take. I was enjoying watching that. But yeah, I printed up this one and the X-Force back cover. I'm gonna hang these on my wall. Oh, you've done some for a Dan? I think I remember him saying that you were doing inking a pinup for him. And I'm really interested to see what that looks like. Oh, you picked up some valuable organization and workflow stuff. He tends to create several folders to keep his layers organized, which has been helpful. That's interesting. Because he's got such a slick, clean, cartoony style. I was really curious as to what shit, what did I put my drawing? I'm going to be interested to see what you do with that. That's going to be really interesting to see. Whoops. Oh, you inked part of a pinup and then bailed on the end of it? Uh-oh. Well, still.
The new $7 Lux Fragrance box from Taco Bell with a beefy 5-layer burrito, Doritos Locos Taco, and the chicken.
I get that. You feel it looks better when he does it, but it's still, I bet it makes an interesting combination of what could it look like if you do what you do, even if it's not quote unquote the best version of it. Maybe I bet it still looks interesting. I mean, you bring something to the table that's different, and that in and of itself makes it an interesting experiment. Yeah, with some time you'd feel more comfortable. Yeah, that makes sense. And I did scan this, Chuck, to send it to you. You told me to send it to you. If that's something you're still interested in, I'll send it. And you know, if you want to fart around with it, I know you don't like to see it. Somebody ink something before you do, but I had to have something to work on tonight. And I know it'll always look better when you handle it, but I'm like, I want to fart around with this thing. Hell, that even reminds me. What do I do with it? Ah, yes. This is grabbing some stuff here. Like this image that you did, Chuck. I had inked it before. You know, before you got done with yours, and it's kind of interesting to see them side by side, like me just doing what I do, and then what you bring to it, and it's like it's no competition. I've actually been meaning to do this. I've wanted to set them side by side. It's not enough camera space to fit them all on there very well. Yeah, your She-Ra, way better. I mean, it's all way better, like, of course, but like those gray tone textures in the metal, her hair and everything. I especially like what you did on the guy's arms down here. I was kind of particularly paying attention to how you were doing that on the time-lapse video. Yeah. You know what sucks is this was me doing as good as I could do. And then there's this. So well, the whole thing was done with the Jim Lee vibe. So yeah, that's what I was kind of looking for. I don't remember if I mentioned that to you, but I see it and I like it. That's 100% what I was kind of looking for. I was trying to do that. Because this is like a Wolverine pose. There's a picture of Wolverine kind of standing like this. I mean, how many pictures are there of Wolverine standing in that pose? But and that was taken from that Havoc image from that cover. You know, it was all done with the Jim Lee kind of inspired idea. So that all worked out. Son of a fuck. Yeah, you know what? I was literally thinking that every time I start pulling it towards me, I'm like, wait, I need to learn. I need to start thinking about doing it the other way. Yeah, 100%. It's. I was thinking of that exact thing. I was wondering if you were actually going to mention. He's like, oh, he's watching. I even found myself defaulting to bringing it toward, like, nope, go the other way, go the other way. You're about to do the line, find your start spot and set your pen down, and then keep going where you want the line. Oh, okay. So, like, look at where you want your line to go and don't stare at your pen, but take your pen to where you're looking where you want it to end. Ray Dillon, stranger, what is up? Chuck, I don't know if you know Ray Dillon. Great artist. He's done work. And done all kinds of really good stuff. Him and his wife Renee, awesome artist. Yeah, Ray Dillon. He's done. He's an amazing colorist, great drawer, great artist. Him and his wife worked on a Wonder Woman series for DC. What the hell was it called? Oh my God. Yeah. Can't remember. But yeah, they drew Wonder Woman. Legend of Wonder Woman, right? Jesus Christ. And Ray is one of the better colorists that I can think of. That work you guys did on that Peter Pan book was freaking fantastic. But yeah, keep your eye on the end point. Yeah, you know, I gotta dig it out again. Ray, I don't know if you've seen, but you know, Chuck does digital inks like you, and this is his ink work on top of my stuff. And it's just looking fantastic. It's like the third time I've shown this thing here tonight. But yeah, Chuck does digital inks like you, and this stuff just looks so badass. What's up, D-Man? It's not working. Yeah. Yeah. Of course, now the pressure's on. If I think a couple of people are watching, they're like laughing internally at my silliness. Glow Bun says it looks amazing. Well, thank you.
cannot be faked. Neither can our strawberries. Fall in love with new Haagen Dazs New York.
Yeah, you do that. Everyone's watching, and suddenly you're like, oh God, I'm getting judged. But see, it's one thing if it's just like random people in passing or whatever, but when it's like, it's Chuck Gibson, he's a professional inker. It's Ray Dillon, he's a professional artist and colorist and inker. And everyone's supportive, like, don't get me wrong, I get it, but like when we had all you guys in here and Jimmy Reyes in the chat too, I was like, man, everyone's watching. I'm getting performance anxiety. I can't get it up tonight, fellas. Jeffrey Beats, good day. Is Nate still in the channel? Because then we can have two Australians in here. Right. Don't mess up, Rob. We're all gonna laugh at you. I knew it. You sons of bitches. Everywhere I go, I'm surrounded by sons of bitches. The stream couldn't handle the power of two Aussies. Dan Goodwood. Did I miss someone saying? I did not. I'd love to go to Australia, but I don't think that's happening anytime soon. Probably ever, unfortunately.
How does a business take this and turn it into that? Start here and end up there.
I don't have a passport at all because I ain't never been anywhere. I'm lucky if I make it 10 miles out of the range of where I live. Yeah, I think I was telling you, I was trying to figure that out for years, Chuck. How to do line weights and get these snaps and stuff. And I was at my local convention, and oh my God, the inker, the guy, Dexter Vines, Jesus. He was there, and he was explaining to me, he does everything with the brush, and he was explaining to me that he goes, you know, let me grab a random piece of paper. Yeah, he was saying, you know, go thin to thick, and it sounded so counterintuitive to me until I tried practicing it. But getting that thin and being able to go to a thicker. I'm still no good at it, but I get it. I used to think, of course, you have to start at the thick part and end at the thin part, because that's how the brush would come off the paper. But he's like, I can't do it that way. I don't know where that line's going to go. That brush could go anywhere. So he's like, start at the thin and bring it into the thick. And I was like, oh. So I started experimenting with it. So yeah, I try to do that even when I'm using a regular brush. I even remember watching that instructional video series that Joseph Weems did, and he was doing the same thing with the Hunt 102, and I still can't figure that out. Like, I get the concept, but I'm like, He does these long, crisp, perfect lines, thin to thick, and I'm like, well, that makes perfect sense until you try it. I'm like, oh, well, I can't do that at all. Kevin. You should do that, Chuck. That'd be awesome. You know my ass will watch. You have at least one guaranteed observer, for sure. Well, yeah, I'll be watching. Yeah, let me know if you're gonna do it. Like, send me a message if you can. You know, if you remember. I thought I had my notifications on. Damn it, Dan. Make me sound like a dumb son of a bitch. And you're right. You're 100% correct. I should just double check that. I've had some people tell me that they have them turned on for mine, but it still never tells them. Yeah, Rob. Son of a bitch. Man's busy, he ain't got time to fucking send you notifications. Ain't nobody got no time for that. Ginger Bear in the house studio. Yeah, that jerk Chuck is still around. Or at least he was here 5 seconds ago. Ooh, calling you out. I forgot there was a conversation about us all kind of doing some kind of live stream together at some point. Chuck recommended the black and white Berserker edition by Ron Garney. It came in the mail and it's awesome. It'll have to be another on my list to pick up. All right, yeah. I mean, I'll be gung ho. Whenever you're available and free, we can work out a time. I think that would be fun as hell. Thanks for stopping in, Chuck. Appreciate it. Mid-November, you'll look into it for us because you're going to start working on your comic then too. Well, there you go. Perfect. It's a date. I'm having fun drawing this. I know I'm a super hypocrite with all my critiques of Liefeld, and then I sit here and just do drawings using his compositions. But like I say, he has some legitimate skills. Yeah, Wiley J. Yeah, it's 100%. Like, it's just I got it right here. It's just an homage to that cover. It's X-Force 3. And the big monster, he doesn't have a name. It's maybe going to be like I don't know if a parody is kind of the right term, but for like Badrock from Youngblood, like a giant monstrous creature that my heroes run into. And this is the first time I've ever kind of like tried to draw up a version of it. He's wearing a fur diaper like He-Man. It's like a big giant elephant hide monster creature. You need a psychiatrist to explain Rob's love-hate of Liefeld. Ray Dillon, his name is, it's not Bad Rock, it's Worse Rock. I will never forget that now. But shit rock. Just talk about Worse Rock. I'm making a character. His name's Worse Rock. Is he selling his last blood #2? Good rock, bad rock, worse rock. there'd be a like they're like triplets. 3 of them. Man, I want to get those last bloods. Makes good content. know me and Dan Goodwin are going to do our, well, I'm going to do, and he's going to pin up our short story in the back of the Dick in a Jar story. Since Liefeld couldn't finish it. I'm gonna. D and the J, yes. Yeah, I saw those, yeah. And I was actually surprised that I've seen those pages, but I didn't realize they were actual pages from a book he was doing. I thought that was just somebody inking over his stuff just for the fun of it. I didn't realize that was actual work that was going into a book. So that stuff looked good. No joke. D and the J. If I met life, people ask me this all the time on the channel, like, you shit on him, but what would you say to him? I'd be like, I loved your X-Force work. You were a big part of my childhood. I enjoyed all that stuff. Thank you for making Image comics with all those other guys. And will you sign my dick? No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna go get it tattooed permanently on. And then I'd ask him, what's gonna ever happen to the Dick in the Jar? He'd be like, oh, nothing, bud. Nothing. It's gone. It's done. Moving on. No, he wouldn't say that. He'd say that he's gonna get back to it. And then I'd hand him a copy of the book. I'm like, hey, you don't have to. I already did. There it is. Yeah, the last blood page. Yeah, I knew it. Yeah, I knew what you were talking about. Those profit pages look pretty slick. I mean, Liefeld's looked good inked by other people, like McFarlane inking over him. That stuff looks neat. The Deadpool team up, the writing is such nonsense. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I haven't got it, but I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, those covers, the classic one with Cable and the small pictures of all the guys around him, and then oh yeah, the one where Cable and Wolverine are like tackling each other. I always thought that was awesome. I didn't know it was Liefeld for a long time, and I'm talking about when I was younger. It wasn't until I understood who Liefeld was on X-Force and then saw that old New Mutant cover. I'm like, oh, that's Liefeld. Oh, shit. I didn't know that. I've heard about that Crystar character. I've never heard of that. And then found out it's some character that's existed before, and I get it. He's like, I'm going to pull out this obscure character no one's going to remember except for like 5 people on the planet and do something. Why not? If I was given a chance to draw at Marvel and given the opportunity to do anything I wanted, which, you know, that's fantasy world that will never happen, I'd want to find some obscure character no one does anymore and just let me do whatever with it. Kind of like what Liefeld did with New Mutants. I mean, no one gave a shit about that book, really, until he made it relevant. I think he says how he was offered X Factor, and he said, no, I'm not going to follow Walt Simonson. Are you kidding? I think I watched a video where someone did a flip through that book, and I was just like, this is everything that's wrong with his current work. It's just the perfect example of everything he does wrong, but he's so convinced he's so good. I don't get it. I don't know how many of you saw, they're going to do a Liefeld Artisan edition. And I'm 100% going to get it. And I'm 100% legitimately excited for it. I love black and white artwork. And to see some of his older stuff, because he was showing off some of the pages that are going to be in there. And I'm like, yep, I want to see that. So I'll be first in line to buy. You'll see it on the channel as soon as I get it. And then my journey to being pure hypocrite will be complete. My journey to the dark side. Oh my God, Ginger Bear, right? Good Lord Christ Almighty. Like, that is like the holy grail of shit that you know would sell. I mean, just get all the Dan Green inked pages from X-Men and Wolverine and put that shit together, and it would be brilliant, and it would be my favorite book in the history of ever. Yeah, any period of his career, seriously. Throw together an Image Comics one, great. His Cyberforce, his Darkness, his Witchblade stuff, perfect. Do the X-Men Wolverine stuff, perfect. Yeah, it would look so good. Because what I'm constantly amazed at is when I look through those old copies of those books and that old shit newsprint, which looks good in its own way and is charming and great. But then when you look at the black and white artwork, the originals, they're so much cleaner and precise and beautiful. You're like, you're gaining something by printing it on shit newsprint. It has a unique look, but you're gaining a unique look, but you're also losing that crisp, sharp artwork. Yeah, a Silvestri X-Men Wolverine era. Just, good Lord. I understand a lot of the pages are probably scattered to the wind, but just put it out there like, hey, anybody, scan a thing and send it to us. You know, I remember on over on the Kayfabe channel when they were doing their stuff, they were talking about these people putting together artist editions of books just on their own, sourced from comic art fans and that website where they sell original art. You've almost never seen a Silvestri page for sale. You bet he keeps them. That's interesting. Yeah, heritage auctions. Like, for example, I mean, people have seen, let me grab it right here. Oh, God. Like, the fans put together this fucking Nick Manabat book. It is huge. Like, it's 11 by 17. But I guess the point I'm getting at is people could almost put together their own of some. Have you not seen this? Yeah, I was so lucky to see them put this together on the Facebook page. There's like a Wildstorm page, and they were putting it together, and they numbered them and said this number was going to this person, because their concept is that they're saying they don't want you to sell them. Which I'm like, I'll fucking sell it if I want. And when I got this and put it up on my channel, I had like 5 different people offer me money for it. And I'm like, I've had it for 2 days. I'm not ready to part with it. I may never part with it. But my point is that they were able to source all this original artwork and make this incredible book. And I'm like, Can we do that for Silvestri? There's got to be enough high-resolution pages out there to put together something. You know what's funny is I didn't love. I'm going to set my camera back there a little bit more. Manabat's work originally, but now seeing it in its original black and white, I'm like, okay, I get it. And that's me. So many artists, I find that I love once I see their artwork in the original, like black and white. So, yeah. But yeah, can't somebody make a you're like, I want it so bad it hurts. Yeah. And Chuck, you know, before he left, he was talking about working with him. Like, he met him, he was a quiet guy and just kind of did his own thing, and you know, seemed like a nice guy, but he said he was quiet. Just think about if this guy who died, he was like, what, 23 or 24, something like that, died of cancer. Imagine the kind of stuff he'd be doing now if he was able to keep going. God, look at, I wish I could, yeah, look at the design on this guy. He's got nipple rings and everything. Look at the knee, the part of his knee here. This giant like sun design. All like, what a pain in the ass to draw. It's one thing to do like a single image one time, but then you're like, now draw this guy over and over. Fucking shoot myself. Yeah, Jimmy, what's up, man? No, this all looks like just hand, like cross-hatched by hand, ink splatter, probably some white media to do some reductive stuff. Yeah, like Bernie Wrightson level or something. I would think so, you know? He was this good at that young of an age. Give him a couple of more decades and... I haven't looked at this in a minute, so I'm actually kind of digging it myself. Yeah, look at that page. Look at all these crazy faces, the uplighting, the naturalistic, like organic look of this, the hot naked girl in the tube. He's like, put monsters and naked girls and people will buy it. And you know what? They're right. Wiley J, that trades comics. Look up comic like CK ringside seats, like cartoonist kayfabe. So CK ringside seats and Gingerberry. Yes, they colored it so dark. That was one of the reasons I didn't like it, is because it was hard to read in that original darker image. As a kid, if it would have, I know I say this, I'm just repeating myself. If I would have seen this in the black and white, if they would have printed this in black and white, which they never would, young me would have been in love with it. But because I couldn't discern what I was looking at very clearly, I didn't love it as much. I mean, I liked it, but it was like, oh, all right. Yeah, this book, it's all printed at original size. That man's getting split right into pinups and cards. I think he's doing some Wetworks character there. Again, look at this guy's outfit. Holy crap. super fun to draw as a one-off. I love this thing on his knee. He loves to put crazy knee guard things on. This skull with like Thor winged helmet thing going on. That is so cool. Yeah, Ray, right. Unbelievable, his level of skill and creativity. What's funny is there's some like pinups in here inked by other people. Like there's this pinup down here. It says it's inked by Scott Williams, and we all know who Scott Williams is, but it doesn't look as good. It doesn't have that unique thing that Manabat has, that organic, scratchier line. And if I had to guess, this Spartan shot, it doesn't list who drew what, so, but it doesn't look like his inks, nor does this Warblade. But I am just guessing. Yeah, my favorite character, Warblade. He's my best friend. His costume, specifically. And then in the back are, like, pencil sketches. And in a way, you love Warblade, Ray? It's not the character, it's his costume. But I love seeing the pencil sketch stuff. Look at these monsters, like these animals. You love his costume. It doesn't make any sense. Why does he have these round pipes that do nothing? Like Iron Man's suit makes sense. Captain America, Batman, Spider-Man. That is just shit hanging off him with a ponytail. Anyway, we all know what I think. Yeah, Stephen Platt looked best when he's by himself, inking himself. Yeah. Because they're awesome. That's fair, Ray. They're awesome because they're awesome. I know. I'm in the minority. God, I love this screamy face right there. Like, I saw that, and I'm just like, that guy's skill level at 22, and I'm 47, and I can't do that. The shadows on this anatomy up here. Ugh. Trying to bounce back and forth here so you can see. All these organic vampire bat creature monsters. These look like the werewolves from Underworld. Where's Kate Beckinsale looking hot and leather to shoot him? Yeah, Ray, I can't stand how good it is, right? And then he's doing some, like, Frazetta type studies. And then they got, I guess, color guides by Chiodo, if that's how you say his name. And I think I was talking about this in the video review I did of this, where I feel like the color guides are a little bit brighter in tone than the printed art, so it's a little bit easier to see. Yeah, the printed page on this was so much darker, like you can see what's going on. Yeah. They almost should have just colored it, just printed it from the color guides. Like that stuff's all crazy good. But anyway, this is all just to be like, they made this. The fans made this. This is not an official anything. So it's like somebody can make one for Silvestri. Like, we could make this happen, right? I have no idea how computer coloring was done back then. So you take the color guides and you scan it into the computer, and then the computer colorist just blends them and makes them smoother or something. I feel like it looks fine just the way it is. Gingerbread, if you're talking about this thing, I think that they went to his family directly. Because they're doing so two things. I know that on Cartoonist Kayfabe they talked about there's some other art books. They did one for what's that obscure robot character from the 80s or 70s that everyone loves, that boxy looking guy. Anyway, they got a book of that, I think. Rom, yes. If I'm remembering correctly, but they were talking how like fans just made these, sourcing from comic art fans and heritage auctions and things like that, and made their own books. And they're doing one for Whilce Portacio. It's probably done by now. That was their next one after the Manabat one. But if I remember correctly, I think they said they went to his family and asked for scans of it, and they were kind of happy to provide, in memory of their family member who died decades ago, to see some people wanting to make a book for him. Oh, shit. Ugh. Oh, yeah, I think I saw that. Ginger Bear, I think I saw your video where you're showing that off. Yeah, his sketches. Yeah, that's one of those things I like debated on wanting to pick up. It's like I want it, but can I get it in the moment? But yeah, anyway, it's unfortunate there's so little work. I mean, this is a nice sizable book, but this almost constitutes everything that Manabat did. It's like it's everything. And then there's a little tribute in the back with some pictures of the guy. And I like this. This is dated January 27, 1992. Dear Mr. Manabat, in regards to your portfolio, your work shows enormous potential for someone your age. We here at Homage Studios feel that with our contacts and proper guidance, you will quickly be able to reach the position of a professional comic book artist. We would like to invite you to become a part of the studio where you will be trained in the fine points of becoming a comic book artist. During your apprenticeship here in the studio, you will be employed by the company to assist in various jobs. We are also in a position to find you assignments based on our contacts and associations. We look forward to hearing from you. Let us know if there are any problems we may be able to assist you with. Regards, Whilce Portacio, Jim Lee, and Scott Williams. So, it's like, there's a piece of like amazing, something that so few people ever got to see. Like, usually it's rejection letters, like, you suck, you're not good enough, keep working, versus, hey, you're good, come work with us. Yeah, D-Man, Manabat, he had cancer, and he was like 22, I think, 22, 23, just a young guy, and died. Right, Dan Goodwin? Imagine getting that letter, for real. Do you shit yourself when you read it? I know I would. But yeah, I got book 69 of 81. They only printed 81 copies of this big thing, and I got number 69, which makes me laugh like a little girl because I'm a child. I think he was. Oh yeah, it's addressed to him in the Philippines. It literally says it right there. His address in the Philippines. So, aren't there always great artists coming from the Philippines? It seems like I heard somebody say something to the effect it's like it's like a poor country, so all these guys have nothing to do but just sit around and draw all the time, and it produces this amazing amount of profoundly talented artists. Mark Domowitz, how did I miss you stopping in? I'm sorry. My best friend, Mark Domowitz. But yeah, this book, it's freaking amazing. I knew it would be a rarity, and so I had to snag it. And it cost I'm trying to remember what I paid. The more people that joined, the less it was. So they kept trying to get everybody involved. Like, hey, the more people we get, the less per book it is. I think I paid at least $100 for this thing. But yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, Manabat, born 1972, died 1995. So this always sucks. I always end up on my live stream showing off artwork from great people, and then I slap my shit back down. I'm like, ugh. Even I'm bored with my own stuff now. I'm like, but we shall trudge on. Well, thanks, Ray and Ginger. I mean, again, but I can't even take credit for, like you said, great energy. That's because I stole Liefeld's energy. Like, I just ripped it off from him. So, you know, if I copied it well, then that's at least something. But I can't take too much pride in it because someone else did the genius part. But I do appreciate it, guys. Mark Domowitz, your Inktober stuff you're doing that you post up on the Discord stuff is so damn good. You should get a YouTube channel, Mark Domowitz, and show off your work. I would love to see it. You would love to see me draw a rom-comic. See, I don't know anything about the character in the slightest, Shocula. I don't know anything about it. He looks kind of goofy. But, you know, if someone wanted to pay me to do it, I sure would. But, you know, that's never going to happen, so... Well, thanks, Ginger Bear. Not just this page, 6 books of Master's End. I mean, I can take some pride in that, knowing that I finished the work and there is something to read. It is awesome to have that stuff in hand, and it is weird that it's in the rearview mirror now, though. It's like, oh, I'm done with it. Now I got to do something else. shit, I'm losing all kinds of stuff. Missing all kinds of stuff. Rom was badass in the 80s. Rom was a toy. Was he a toy? See, I don't even know that. Ray, you did a Rom cover once? That's awesome. See? Surrounded by all these professional artists. Now do My Little Pony fanfic so I have a built-in brony fan base. I should. Oh my gosh. Mark, no, we were actually talking about that earlier. We haven't sat down and talked about it yet. There's been some back and forth, and there is a thing I'm going to do. Me and Dan Goodwin, we keep talking about it. I know I'm going to do the Dick in the Jar follow-up. I can't get it out of my head, and I won't be content until I finish that story. Just could do a 20-page Dick in a Jar story. This is where people who join the chat right now are like, what the hell are they talking about? What the hell is a Dick in a Jar? And I will be happy to explain it. We'll get variant covers of everyone's versions of the Dick in the Jar. Eric Boynefeld, sorry. Cross-hatching makes me miss the 90s. I try to I like 90s style cross-hatching. I'm trying to approximate it. The eye patch owl was a better mascot. That's true. Will Jar Dick survive an atomic explosion, Papa? I don't know, son. I don't know. Your D and the J story. See, Dan, I talked about it enough that it started formulating ideas in your head, right? Is that what happened? So now you're like, well, now I've got a story to tell. Yeah, you guys know that music. Hell yeah. And Nate just wants me to draw something that's really hard for me. Cityscapes, cars. It's like, Rob, you can't just draw a book full of naked girls and monsters standing on rocks. That's not a comic book. To which I say that fuck it isn't. I've heard a lot of girls say that to me there, Nate. They're like, Rob, it's not hard. What's wrong? If I die an untimely death, will you guys put together an art book of my stuff like they did for Nick Manabat? I need to try dudes. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it, Nate. Suddenly things aren't hard or things are hard? Who do we contact to get scans of your originals? Just hit up my brother's YouTube channel or Jessica, for those of you who know her. She'd be devastated, but she'd be like, sure, I'll hook you guys up. She'll work it out. Dan Goodwin does have some of my originals. That's true. He's got 5 pages. Don't worry, as long as my house doesn't burn down, I keep all my stuff. Except in the rare instance, like Dan, when somebody actually wants to buy my stuff. But I got piles and piles of original artwork just sitting right behind me. Yeah, you should start a Rob Norton Facebook page, just in case. People be like, who the fuck is this? And they're like, just in case this guy runs his car into a telephone pole in the next couple of months. You never know. We're just hedging our bets. You know what, Mark? I'm the same way. It's not scary to me. I get so attached to it. I'm like, I sat with this page and stared at it and worked on it forever. And it's mine. It's a part of my existence. And I don't want it to go away. I made this thing. And then I'm like, this shit's just going to sit on a shelf until I die and no one's ever going to look at it. Dan, you should buy more to fund you coming to OAX with you. What is the OAX again? He said it's an art show? Oh, Domowitz, yeah. The kayfabe interview where he talked about the pennies he sold Watchmen pages for. Oh, that would be, yeah. But I mean, at the time, I guess no one knows. Like, you're like, this is never going to be, no one can predict what the original art market would suddenly turn into. That's got to be really aggravating. Oh yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Chuck was here. He was talking about how Walt Simonson holds on to all his stuff, which is why so much any of his original artwork is so expensive, because there's none of it out there, relatively speaking. So yeah, but yeah, that would make an artisan edition easy. Just it could be like, hey, Walt, you got all your art. Eastman and Laird held on to theirs. I didn't know that. So they got all their original Turtles pages. I got to imagine that's got to be worth a pretty penny. I mean, I would think, right? I wonder what that stuff looks like with all that duo shade that they used on there. Does that stuff, like, fall apart over time? Yeah, original Turtles pages. Can you imagine? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, OAX sounds like a super dangerous place to visit, right? You're like, I went in there with the budget, and I blew it times 10. I'm putting thick lines on there to make it come forward is the idea. I don't know if I'm being successful, but... Has there ever been a Ninja Turtle artist edition? That's actually, now you guys got me thinking. It's another unfortunate thing about Ed Piskor passing away is that they seemed like they had a good rapport with the creators of the Turtles, and we're going to continue doing interviews with those guys, which no one else has ever gotten, really. But yeah, Eastman and Laird seem to like the kayfabe guys, Now that Ed's gone and that thing is done, unfortunately, no more behind the scenes info, conversations with the turtle creators. That's unfortunate. I didn't think about that until just now. That it even happened. And people are still so willing to just go after a guy just because somebody said this person did this. Like, well, do you know that for a fact? Why are you out to destroy a man because you heard something you can't validate? Yeah, Shockula, hard to put yourself in those shoes, but no way I'm being that rash. Yeah. Yeah. I was just shocked at the way people were just out to get him, kill him. He must be destroyed. Really? Yeah, look what, y'all killed a guy. Dude, Ginger Bear, seriously, on Blue Sky, people were like still bashing him and happy he's dead. Are you kidding me? Was there anybody in there like telling people that they're out of their mind and being horrible human beings? Fuck, that makes me so angry. It's like none of them know what happened. None of them were there. God, that. Ugh. Everyone's guilty of like something they kind of like. Boy, that was not my best moment. I don't know. Now I kind of want to see that Ginger Bear. I just, even though it would probably piss me off, it's like I want to see the horrible shit that people are saying. Do I just want to torture myself? Yes. Yeah, there's a lot of us who should be glad there was no social media and like high resolution cameras in our pocket when we were younger. That is a for real. I like what you just said there, Kevin. You are right. Did any of his detractors touch the hearts of millions, though, bringing them together in their love of a medium that will outlast all of us? Yeah, you're right. Just a bunch of mean-spirited, monstrous, hating assholes out there. It's like, don't like his work, that's fine. Don't like his persona, that's fine. But just because someone says a thing happened, you don't know that it happened. Some people find it hard to believe the concept that some people make up fucking lies to attack someone. His doxed him and his family, showing their addresses on TV. Why would that happen? Why would any news station put like the address on television? What is the logic behind that? I don't understand. Maybe it's just a good thing there, Ginger Bear Jason, that you can't find it, because now I can't read it. Therefore, my sanity is preserved for another day. Oh, shit, excuse my sneezing. Whew.
The new $7 bucks
Oh, what the fuck?
at Taco Bell.
Whew. Hell yeah, the Avengers. You know, I know Marvel's fallen off the face of the map in terms of quality in almost every way, but I am forever grateful for those 10 years of fucking fantastic superhero movies with a bunch of actors I like, making a bunch of movies I liked, and created years of joy, the likes of which I hadn't seen since I was a kid. I saw that original Avengers movie like 3 times in the theater. I thought it was so goddamn good, and I still do. Yeah, no shit, D, man. I'm not stupid. I know that. It's not the point. Oh, don't worry, Shakula. That track is coming up. Somewhere, maybe.
Stacy's is the perfect chip for every pairing.
It's the music. It's not the movie. Oh, you loved Ant-Man 3? Really, dude? I couldn't even finish it. I didn't see it in the theaters. It might have been the first Marvel movie. No, that was Eternals that I didn't see in the theater. But I turned it on as soon as it came on Disney Plus, and about 45 minutes into it, I shut it off and I never went back. So I guess I can't really speak on the quality of how it ended because I never finished it. Chocula, you saw Ant-Man 3 in the theater? I mean, the other two were pretty, they were pretty good. I think the first Ant-Man's legitimately good. Like, it is a heist movie. Paul Rudd's entertaining. He's not funny like Ryan Reynolds, but he's entertaining. Like, what's even the next Marvel movie to be coming out? Like, what's next on the agenda? They fucked it up so bad. Like, it used to be, we all knew, like, oh my god, the next one coming out is this, and then it's this, and then it's this. I don't know. I mean, Fantastic Four is going to be a ways off, right? You'd think that there'd be something coming up before that. They'd be smart to stop making them and let it sit and wait and then make a really good Fantastic Four movie and then figure out how they're going to introduce the X-Men into it and do it slow. Just stop. And, figure it out carefully. I know we're all waiting on Captain Marvel 3. That bag of charm. Oh, the Thunderbolts. Dude, you worked on the Fantastic Four movie for 18 months, the last one? With that pretentious fuckwad of a director. That movie, it almost felt like if they would have gone, like they could have gone horror movie with some of the stuff they were doing in it. Not that that's what Fantastic Four should be, but Josh Trank, what a fucking twat. He disappeared into obscurity. He did like one movie, and then they hand him the keys to a giant movie, and then it just fails everywhere. I don't know. Wasn't he saying that the studio took control from him? Like, I feel like that's a legitimate, like, gripe. If that's something that happened. But what did you do? Yeah, Shockula. I thought they kind of got the thing looking right. He's a psycho. I used to go to his office to get notes on shots, and he'd be smoking his volcanic vape, eating food. with food all over his shirt, empty food packages all over the floor. He's oh, god damn. What were you doing? Were you doing like storyboarding, or what did you do, Ginger Bear? Now you really got me curious. How did I not know this? Previs supervisor, pre-visualized all the VFX shots, pre-production animatics. Wow. That's awesome, man. I mean, it sounds like it wasn't awesome, but I mean awesome that, you know, you've done work like that, even if it sounds like it was a fucking nightmare, which, you know what I'm getting at. But yeah, I just heard he was just a fucking asshole. I think he did an interview with Kevin Smith on his podcast, and even then the guy sounded like a pretentious douche. And then it's like he vanished off the face of the planet. Like, what is he doing now? Did he ruin his own movie career? The dummy. It's like the step after storyboards. We work with the storyboard team a lot, and then 3D animate versions so we can build things to scale and get real cameras in there to do the whole sequence. Edit it before they film it for real. Gotcha. It's a cool gig, even one that was fun, but he's a psycho. Dude, first day on set with Miles Teller, he grabbed his headphones and threw them on the ground and screamed at him and the girl playing Sue until she cried. What the fuck? Somebody should go kick him in the fucking cock. But maybe the best equivalent to that is that he doesn't have a career anymore. God, I hate hearing that people are such pretentious douchebags like that. Miles Teller is a great actor. Like, it took me a while to warm up to him, but I'm like, no, I'm on board with that guy. He's good. Oh, Al Capone movie with the Bane actor guy. Yeah, he should have yelled at Michael B. Jordan. He'd fuck him up. Tom Hardy, yeah. Yeah, Miles Teller, great choice for Goose's son and Top Gun 2. Yeah. I want to see that movie that Miles Teller did. He was like some kind of musician, like a drummer, with that actor, J. Jonah Jameson. I heard that one was really good. Whiplash, is that the... Oh, no, that's fair. I get it, dude. It's just such an interesting, like, oh, shit, tell us more. But you're right. I totally, yeah. Totally understand. Crazy.
Along the plains of Mexico, either up and away we'll go away, Santiana. Either up and away we'll go along the plains of Mexico, Santiana, away, Santiana. Around Cape Horn through the ice and snow, along the plains of Mexico. Either up and away we'll go away, Santiana. Either up and away we'll go.
Oh yeah, Steve. Yeah, 100%. This is completely a Liefeld X-Force number 3 rip-off, homage, whatever version you want to call it. It's all of the above, for sure. Well, I don't know about that, Steven. I mean, I am taking more time to put more finesse into the drawing than he did, but it's kind of irrelevant because his success is undeniable, especially in that era. So, and then the pose and the angle and the composition, it's all Liefeld. So, you know, anything that's working, well, at least big chunks of it are all his composition. But trying to add my flair to it. I even think I want to do another. I'm going to do another homage of my characters and his poses. I think it was X-Force number 5. I'm so unoriginal. I just keep. I shit on his art on my channel, and then I take his compositions. This is like the second or third one. Paulus Arts is cool. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, Domowitz, that's a good point. Composition trumps almost everything. Yeah, I don't feel like he does it anymore, but his old stuff had awesome stuff. Paulus says it's a good, cool composition. Liefeld isn't all bad. No, 100%. You were 100% correct. He is not all bad at all. I think he's all bad now, but back in the day, he was good. Steve, we have this saying, you're Joe Madding it. That's because during Battle Chasers, a 12-year-old drew The Borrower, and Joe Mad took it and made it better. You want to know what's funny? That's tomorrow's video. I've got queued up. There's my, so today was The Dark Minds Witchblade. Tomorrow is Battle Chasers 7, where they fight a goo monster. And then the next day is Youngblood number 10, Chapel Go Bye-Bye. So that's funny that you mentioned that. When he was in the, yeah, right, Steven? He did the lottery. When he was back in the office getting stoned all day.
We put hard work into all we want. Bring more to every moment with Josh Sully.
Ginger Bear, it's fine, but I don't think you can post links. Like, it won't let you unless you're a moderator. Or, yeah. Yeah, you're totally fine, but I don't think, it's not going to let you. For whatever reason, they're picky about that. You know what, I can fix that. Ginger Bear, if you got that link, do you still have that link? Okay, I made you a moderator. You can post the link now, because I definitely want to see it. You have the power to block people. Yeah, if you want to post that link now. You're all banned. You're all out of here. Fuck all of you. That'll teach Rob to trust somebody. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm definitely going to follow that link. Hyman Shoes Arts. Hello, how's it going? How are you? Whew. I don't think I have the energy to start filling in blacks or filling in the other characters, so it might be time for me to shut this one down. Going for 2 hours plus. Probably back on tomorrow finishing this up. Not sure when, but yeah, it's worse rock. Remember, good rock, bad rock, worse rock. Yeah, it's been going 140 minutes, it says. Swiping never ends. See, I'm swiping Liefeld. Liefeld swipes Art Adams. Art Adams rips off Walt Simonson. We're all just a bunch of artistic inbreeders. You got a purty mouth. But yeah, I think I'm going to be done for tonight, guys. So thanks, everybody. I appreciate it. This was a fun one. Lots of fun conversations and all kinds of people showed up. Good times. Mr. Domowitz, I'm glad you got to stop in. Haven't got to chat at you for a minute. It's a shame someone sane didn't show up. He's been absentee. Yeah, thanks, Ginger Bear. Appreciate it. Shocula. Thank you, sir. Kevin. All right. All right, guys. Check you later.